Meantime, tonight, more migrants continue to wait down at our border.
CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes is live at the border tonight with the situation there. Kirsten.
I'm here off Monument Road in San Ysidro near the border wall, and less than 24 hours after the end of Title 42. I want you to take a look behind me. As you can see, not much has changed since the pandemic era policy expired. Now, another thing I want you to note is how the help that's been pouring in for these people here also has not changed as they start to look to our local, state, and federal leaders for answers on what will happen next for all of these people and what they should be doing right now here at the border.
I've been a resident of San Diego for 30 years, and we have never seen what we are seeing today.
Adriana Hasso is with the American Friends Service Committee. They're just one of the groups of volunteers who are at the border wall in San Ysidro doing what they can to help.
We've been able to pull it together and answer to the call of bring me water, bring me a blanket, give me a kind of sense of belonging, and that's what we're trying to do. And it's unsustainable, it's unhealthy. We had a couple of people pass out yesterday. A Colombian migrant is a registered nurse in her country, and she was able to help.
U.S. officials estimate 13,000 people a day will come to the U.S.-Mexico border, stretching from Texas all the way to California. That's up from about 6,000 on a typical day before Title 42 expired Thursday night. U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas says the border situation reflects a fundamentally broken immigration system. Lillian Serrano is the director of the Southern Border Communities Coalition. She says they're helping out by holding those interacting with migrants accountable.
Border Patrol is telling them they're not free to go. All of this to us indicators that people are in custody, and because people are in custody of Border Patrol, they are standards set by our national policies, but also international treaties of human rights on how folks who are under the custody of law enforcement should be treated.
This could happen to anyone. A hurricane, an earthquake, a flood, a situation of violence could happen to anyone.
Again, this is a live look at the border wall here in San Ysidro. Now, I spoke with a man yesterday on the other side of this wall who was wearing one of those wristbands that were mentioned earlier in this story. He was here at our border from Turkey, and he was visibly distraught at the idea that his family might not be allowed entry into the United States after he says they sold everything they had just to get to this border wall here in San Ysidro. Back to you.
Kirsten, every migrant having a story on why they are waiting there, trying to get into this country. We're hearing about people in custody. Do you know how many people have been taken into Customs and Border Patrol custody since Title 8 took effect?
Yeah, as of Friday afternoon, 23,400 people have been taken into Border Patrol custody. That's about 1,500 people more than in the 2 days before Title 42's expiration.
All right, we'll be keeping tabs on what happens to the rest of the people who are waiting down at the border. Thanks so much, Kirsten Holmes, reporting live.